You know, if anybody ever told me that a giant dog pile would save our city, I would have thought they were crazy. But they weren't. They weren't crazy.
I just remember the phone ringing one day, and it was Mama, and she said, "Your brother is stuck in a dog pile, and he might not make it out." And I said, "What's a dog pile?" I didn't know.
I mean, you gotta remember, people's children were stuck in the dog pile for a long time.
All the parents gathered around the pole and just prayed for their well-being. It was really sad.
See, there's not much to do in our town. You've got school, the corner market, and basketball.
Yeah, everyone played basketball. I mean everyone. Like, if you didn't play basketball, then you really didn't exist.
Basketball's all they do. It's all that goes on here is basketball. That's why the kids are so good.
Our two local teams have been rivals since the very beginning, the Eagles and the Bald Eagles.
Personally, I was always an Eagles fan.
The Eagles fans would often pick on the Bald Eagles fans in the teams.
And the Eagles like to make fun of us. We didn't care. We wore bald caps.
They would wear it to the store. They'd wear it to church.
You can imagine all the things they would call us: baldies, shiny tops,
Basketball head, bald eagle,
Screwball, cue ball,
8-ball,
skinheads.
Shimmer Shine, Shoe Polish, Gandhis, LL Cool J's, Shaved Cats, Daddy Morbucks, Dr. Phil, Curly, Prop Circle, Hot Plate, Milk Dud, Hamster Head, Comb Over, Billy Corgan, just to name a few.
It took a toll on the team because a lot of the times in the locker room you'd hear a lot of crying.
There's a lot of bald insecurities going around. There's a lot of crying.
A lot of people heard crying from the locker room.
You could even hear it over the halftime show.
So we had two rival teams in a championship game. Both teams had the same mascot. People didn't like that.
I was the Eagles mascot. When we made that game-winning shot, all hell broke loose.
The Eagles hit that shot and the crowd just went nuts. And then you have people piling on the floor.
And I said, "Well, how did this even happen?" It all started with one person jumped on.
And then another person jumps on.
And then another person jumped on.
And then two more.
And then another person jumps on.
And then another person jumped on.
And then another.
And then another.
The dog pile just got bigger and bigger.
And then two people jump on. And then guy over here, guy over there.
Within a matter of minutes, the dog pile was absolutely massive.
When the mascots got involved, people thought the Bald Eagles mascot had jumped in. They beat the crap out of him, but lo and behold, they find out later that it was actually the Eagles mascot. They had beat their own mascot.
Yes, I was mistakenly beaten in the confusion of the dog pile. The dog pile was a terrible, terrible thing to some, but to others, it was heaven on earth, heaven on earth.
I met the love of my life there at the biggest dog pile. And we got married. As soon as we left, we got married. We're divorced now. You remember Michelle, right?
So after a while, these people in the dog pile, they were starving. And they started to sing, and it was like really glorious.
The music that came from the dog pile.
Basically, you had different levels of harmonies going on.
It was like sirens. It was like sirens, and people were piling up.
The singing. It was the most beautiful thing you've ever heard.
I just never forget it. The music was so angelic. It went something like this.
After several days of the music, the dog pile started to glow, and then miracles began to take place.
Yep, there were reported healings in the dog pile. There was many recorded healings.
After a couple of weeks, some really enterprising people were bringing in people by the busload, and they would get off the bus and run up and just touch the pile and be healed.
By the busloads. I mean, these people would come, touch the pile, and boom, they're just healed.
The security guards would let people in because the music was so beautiful. That's why the dog pile got so big.
People would regularly come by and just touch the dog pile. They would be healed. They would fall back and, just start shaking it.
I was a first-hand witness to many of the healings. I myself was unfortunately not healed.
I'm glad the dog pile happened. I don't think that town could have evolved without the dog pile.